since I can't sleep, I've tried, but the fire isn't burning all that great, and I think I know the reason why. I am across the road where I had 4.5 tier of wood piled, and that right there is not going in the woodshed. So this hardwood here, this little small tier, and it's cold out, so this might be a little blurry. That's all I've got left of the good hardwood across the road. Now right here, I took this in today. It was probably, well, it was a wagon full, pretty well rounded up. But you take off the top and you put it in the bottom of the wagon. And then when you go to unload it, because I unloaded on my deck, the bottom stuff now is on the top. And when I haul it in the house, the top stuff is now on the bottom. Well, where it's been pretty cold, and this was, we got some snow. It's already been plowed over here, thanks to my stepdad. But see, there's 2x4, and the ground has heaved in between the 2x4. So the wood was basically sitting right on the ground. Even though it was covered with tarp and weighted down with wood, it's got snow on it. You can see a little bit here. Not this pile wasn't bad. I should have taken from this side over here. But the snow was pushed up at least 2 chunks high over there. And as you can see, about like this here. So that was my fault. Once it thaws out, it should be good. The wood itself is dry. It's just the outside that was all icy. We've been getting some snow. So that's just the way it is. So I've been struggling getting that fire going, and once all that ice and the outside wetness dries off, burns off, well, dries off, because I had coals in the stove, right? Once that gets going pretty good, then I'll be all set, but it's slow taking off. Hey folks, welcome back. Looks like I'm hugging this spruce tree. Looks like I'm hugging this spruce tree a little too close. Let me turn you around a little bit. Yeah. So now I'm in between the 2 spruce. So it is really late at night. I do want to, the video that I put out a little bit earlier, I did put it to music, and I understand that some of you do not like that. Some of you like that. Some of you could care one way or the other. But once in a while, if I really don't have much of anything going on and I don't feel like yakking, then I'll just set the tripod up, and if I'm in the video, then I'm in the video, and if I'm not, I'm not, and I'll either make it work or I won't, and I'll set music to it. Now, the video of me walking down the driveway after dark with a bucket in my hand in the snow, and then walking back, that was caught on my game camera. So when I checked the game camera today, I'm like, I'm missing a few seconds here and there, so I just put that in the video. So I didn't put the tripod up to catch myself walking down the driveway and walking back. I don't have time for that, folks. I know a lot of you do that, and it makes for nice footage. It makes for a nice video. I'm just not interested in that type of thing. But it just happened that the game camera caught it. So I'm like, that was a freebie, right? So, but I basically wanted to come on here while I'm waiting for my fire to catch on. It will. For those of us who live this way, pretty much live a basic life, really enjoy doing it, and we live our life for the way that we live. We, like I said, we don't mind the hard work. We don't mind working before daylight, throughout the day, into the evening. And like last night, I was up at 2 o'clock. Took a stroll around. I had a bright idea for my bathroom. Put a shelving unit up, and I've got a shelf here. It's not technically a shelf, but I'm going to make it into a shelf. Well, I thought I was. So I stoked my fire, sat at the table, took some measurements in my bathroom for a shelf. And my bathroom is only 5 feet by 7 feet, which is big enough for me. And the shelf, I wanted to go the whole 5 feet up, and I could store toilet paper, paper towels, and all that stuff up there. So that measured 5 feet exactly. And I pawed through the snow, because it was still snowing. I pawed through the snow where I thought that shelving unit was. It's been moved around several times this fall and early winter. And I thought I knew exactly where it was, cleaned the snow, and it wasn't there. I have no idea. It's under snow. I won't find it until either a January thaw or until next spring. But I found another piece that wasn't in that great a shape, but I knew it was the exact same size, and it was a 1/2 inch too long. And it's metal. Now, I could take my angle grinder, and I could cut that off. But the bar on the end, I have no way to attach that bar on the end if I cut that off. So that'll be another project for another time with other materials, right? So if you enjoy this life, you really enjoy it, and you don't understand how others can't see or appreciate how we live. About like probably we can't see how others sit on the couch, recline in the recliner, and watch TV for the rest of the night. I can't imagine my life being that way. And they can't imagine us really enjoying what we do. Our life is very basic. It's very simple. It's a lot of hard work. It requires forethought. Now, in that other video toward the end that I put out today, it was to music. That was my compost and bathroom compost system that I was doing. And the snow, there's a certain area in the yard that I've been collecting snow. Every time it snows, I fill up a few buckets. And what I do is I bring those buckets inside my house, in front of the stove. And because you folks don't know how my house is set up, but it's a 20 by 24. It's one big, well, it's not big. It's one room. So you have the kitchen, and then you have the living room, bedroom is one room. Now, my bedroom used to be where the old pantry was. So I moved my bedroom out of there, set up my old pantry, but it was getting warmer than I would like. So I took my bedroom and put it in a back room. And where that pantry was getting too warm, I put my pantry into my bedroom and moved my butt right out into the common area. It works for me. It just works for me. So I've got an old pantry, which is basically a utility room, I guess. It's got some nice shelves that I built. If you belong to my old channel, if you watch my old channel, you'll see a snippet here and there of my old pantry, which is now my utility room, and my old bedroom is now my pantry. And then I have a pull-down ladder that allows me to to climb the folding ladder up to the loft, and then the rest of it over the common area is cathedral ceiling. So that's the layout of my house. And 20 by 24, that's plenty big enough for me. Would I like to have a covered porch on the north side? Yes, I would, and yes, I will. I will do that. The sun never hits the north side of the house. That's my main entrance. Back before I knew any better, I put my door right on the my main door right on the north side of the house that doesn't get any sun, and it's the coldest side of the house, right under the eaves, and I will never ever do that again. Now, if I could find a way to move my door, which I'm not going to because it'll end up getting into my driveway, I would do it. I really would do it, because I have to go. I take a hammer, I take a chisel, I take an axe, because when the snow and the rain or freezing rain comes off the north side of the house, the eaves, it creates this great big mound. I have to hammer and chisel and chop it out. And that's right where you step out of the house, and you step right on that. If you try to overstep that, you're going to slip and fall. If you try to understep that, and then you're... So that was a big error on my part. And if I had to do it all over again, which I will never do, I can't see that happening, I would certainly design my house differently. So, but that's about the only thing about my house that I wished I had done differently. So, but if you've never lived this way, you don't know how rewarding it is. You probably also don't understand how exhausting it is.